Hi, this is Kumel. In this video, we are going to talk about one of the most important topics of data analytics, that is infographic. We would be using one of the leading BI tools, that is Microsoft Power BI, to develop an interactive and an intuitive multidimensional infographic visual and talk about how the visualization of data can be so important and what gems it can bring out of your data that you have never thought about. Now, this is the data about publishers, count of publication, and year of publication. It looks very dull, with certainly no concrete information available. How difficult it is to understand. While the user to whom data belongs might have a number of questions that they are looking to get answers, like which publisher is the market leader? How long does that remain the market leader? Which publisher is gaining more market share? Which publisher is declining? What are publishers' rank? So we do not get any information from this. Now let's look at the infographic that could be built from this data and how it becomes so meaningful. This is the infographic. We can clearly see the year of publication. 1980, it is starting from 1980 and it goes up to 1999. We can select any year and it is giving us information. So one of the dimensions is the years that are given at the top. The second dimension are the colors. There is a green, red, black, blue, yellow, and gray colors available. Now, green is representing a publisher, and this publisher has been at the top from 1997 to 1999. But initially, can we check that was the publisher at the top since beginning? Let's check out. 1980, no. Torbooks was nowhere there. He was in fact the last. Houghton Mifflin was the market leader at that time, and Houghton Mifflin, in the recent years, as per the data, was at third place. So you can see it's clearly giving us so much information, and how quickly it is giving us so much information. We can see now the shaded region is identifying the count of publications that they made during the year. We can clearly see in 1980, Pearson Education was creating more publications as compared to 1997, whereas Houghton Mifflin has also reduced the number of publications. They were publishing less books, and there could be reasons for that. But if we see the data that was just three columnar data has given us so multi-dimensional information within just a single view. We get answers to all the questions. Where our first question was which publisher is the market leader, and we can clearly see in 1980 Houghton Mifflin was the market leader. If we add 1990, Tor Books was the market leader, and 1999 Tor Books was the market leader. So Tor Books has continued its leadership throughout these years. How long does that remain the market leader? We can clearly see the information. Which publisher is gaining more market share? We can see that Tor Books has remained the market leader, whereas Sterling Publishing from third position has come to second position, and now it's challenging the Tor Books. Difference is very little as compared to 1998 and 1997. So it's gaining more market share. Which publisher is declining? We can see that Houghton Mifflin has continuously declined from 1980 to 1999, and their number of books has been on decline. What are publishers' rank? We can clearly see that initially Tor Books was last, but in 1999 Tor Books is the first, and the bottom is Thomson Learning. Now, how did this became so interactive? What tool did I use in Microsoft Power BI to create this? I used Infographic Designer. It provides interactive, easy to use infographic features that make your report tell a story in multi-dimensional ways. You can add number of graphic files to the infographic dashboard, or you can use the existing infographic available in the infographic designer. You can add bar chart, column chart, or line chart and replace the images with the graphic files that you already have in your system. It has the ability to add layer images or shapes. Like within the infographic, you can have multiple images added onto one another. So that's really powerful. Now, I'll show you how to make this infographic ourselves. So let's go about it. This is the new sheet. First of all, I would add the slicer To the drawing window, I would add year of publication as its feature. I would select list to show all the years. From from the format pane, I would select horizontal orientation and make it responsive. Okay, it's showing the last year as first, and I would make it ascending, sorted by ascending. Now it is showing the earliest year as first. The next visual is the infographic designer visual. We would add this to our drawing pan. Let's add data to it. For year of publication, I would need it as by raw. And now you can see here I was talking about shapes. So it has selected rectangular shape for identifying number of publications for each publisher. There is an edit mark here. I would select that, and you see that they have taken rectangular shape as default. We can add shapes, we can add text, and we can add images. And there could be multiple text or images. Like I can select a diamond shape alongside the rectangle shape. If I want to remove the rectangle shape, I would select that and get it removed. Now it's only the diamond appearing. Since we are making an infographic and I have already selected an image for this infographic, the data is about book, I would upload book image to represent the publishers. So this is selected. I will use it, and now it's appearing here. I would select one of the years so that it becomes more clear and remove the diamond shape from it so it becomes more prominent. See, now this is the format window within the Mark Designer. I would go into data binding off and select publisher to represent these books. I would select apply and go to back. Fill percentage, I would select count because the count is showing number of publication as that the publishers made. Valutant is the actual number of publications that the publisher made for each year, and non-valutant is comparative against the highest and the second highest and third highest and going down towards the bottom. I would again make the data binding on by selecting here publisher and would apply that. Non-valutant, I would make it on and I would keep it as none. From layout tab, bound to inner or outer. Now this shows if all the books should be of the same size or different size and how they should appear as contrast to other books. Like if I make it outer, so it would be same size, and now I'm getting a clear idea that this is the topmost publisher, this is the second topmost publisher, and what is the difference between their count of publications. So it becomes really clear. Now just to add more dimensions to this visual, I would select 1990 and 1999 to get an idea of how the data is moving around the whole range of years. As you can see now, with just a single infographic, you get to know the whole story of data. And not only this, it gets engaging with more question or solution to problems. And that's just one of the infographics from tons of infographics that can be designed from the infographic templates available for Microsoft Power BI product. That concludes our video on infographic, finding gems out of data. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.